Fans, welcome to Tucci Stadium on the campus of Illinois Wesleyan University for today's women's lacrosse game between the Elmhurst University Blue Jays and your Illinois Wesleyan University Titans. At this time, we would like to recognize the 2025 Women's Lacrosse Senior Class. Our first senior is number 17, Mia Fiandaka. Mia is escorted by her mom, Barbara, and her dad, Joe. A co-captain of the team this season, Mia has appeared in 55 games, starting 51 over her 4 years. She ranks 9th in career points with 161, 2nd in career caused turnovers with 123, and her 148 goals ranked 3rd. Her 2.69 goals per game average is currently the best career average in program history, and she has broken multiple different records over her 4 years for the Titans. First team All-CCIW honoree, Mia has been named CCIW Defensive Player of the Week 5 times over her career and has twice been named Academic All-CCIW. A nursing major, Mia will be working in the emergency department at OSF in Bloomington. Her favorite memory is dancing and goofing off in the locker room. Mia Fiandaka. Our next senior is number 18, Avery Setzler. Avery is escorted by her mom, Blythe, and her dad, Brian. A 4-year member of the team, Avery has appeared in 64 games, starting 51 for the Titans. She has totaled 53 goals and 39 assists for 92 points, as well as 99 ground balls, 63 draw controls, and 43 caused turnovers. A 2-time Academic All-CCIW honoree, Avery is graduating with a degree in environmental studies. After working during a gap year, Avery plans on going to graduate school for occupational therapy. Her favorite memory is bonding with her teammates on overnight and spring break trips. Avery Setzler. Next is number 21, Lizzie Ramirzek. Lizzie is escorted by her mom, Kristen, and her dad, Jim, and her sister, Rebecca. A 4-year member of the team, Lizzie has appeared in 55 games, starting in 33 for the Titans. She ranks 3rd in saves with 373, wins in goal with 20, and save percentage with a mark of .473. Her 7.31 saves per game average over her career ranks 2nd all-time. A 2-time Academic All-CCIW and CCIW Defensive Player of the Week honoree, Lizzie is graduating with a double major in business and sociology. She plans on doing business administrative work while working on getting her license for real estate and project management. Her favorite memories are her lip syncs. Lizzie Ramirzek. And our last senior is number 24, Mallory Mills. Mallory is escorted by her mom, Sarah. A 4-year member of the team now has served as a co-captain of the team for the last 3 seasons. She has appeared in 65 games and started 62, both of which rank top 10 in program history. Mal has twice been named to the Academic All-CCIW team and was the recipient of the CCIW Respect Award in 2023. Graduating with a degree in marketing and a minor in psychology, Mallory is looking for careers in marketing research and starting her own freelance social media management, content creation, and branding service. Her favorite memory is the game against Carroll last year. Mallory Mills. Now fans, give a hand for the 2025 senior class.
And with that final picture, that wraps up the Senior Day presentations here at Tucci Stadium for Illinois Wesleyan Women's Lacrosse. Welcome back to another game. I am your commentator for today's game, Dylan Skeen. Thank you for joining us on this one. Again, the final pictures being taken for the senior night festivities here at Tucci Stadium for women's lacrosse. And as they finish up, the Elmhurst Blue Jays, their opponent for today's matchup, gets ready to take them on. Let's look at a little bit of history of what these teams have been doing this year. So far, the Illinois Wesleyan lacrosse team, 7-8 overall. Their last couple games, they won against North Central, but the game last week, Carthage, I called that game as well, and that was a really good game, a close one with Carthage. They ended up losing that one at 10-8. It was a major comeback effort in the second half after going down at 10-3 in the first. They managed to 9-3 in the first half. They managed to come back, score 5 straight goals. Unfortunately, weren't able to do enough as they ended up losing that game 10-8. Looking on the other side of the ball here,
Number 8, Gabby
Elmhurst just also recently lost to Carthage. So both of these teams in a pretty similar spot in the rankings on how they've been doing across the CCIW. Looking at their last couple of games, they are 5-7, so about a similar record as the Titans, but a little worse. A few less games played for them as they had a few games canceled during the middle of the year. However, they did lose big to Carthage. Again, the 10-8 loss that the Titans suffered recently. Carthage College lost 3-20 against that team. So coming in, I would say that they are definitely the underdogs, lower record, and just lost big to a team that the Titans barely lost to. So in this match, I'd consider the Blue Jays the underdog. We will have to see how the game plays out, however.
Number 14, Sarah Reapy.
And as we get into the starters here, we'll look as they're already being announced on the field here. I will go over who your starters are on the broadcast, starting with the Blue Jays from Elmhurst. Your starting goalkeeper will be Corinna Salmon. And you have starters Gracie Eastman, Gracie Eastman the attacker, MC Brown the midi, Grace Lorkowicz, that's the midi as well, Hannah Jacob, an attack and defender, Gabby Malik is an attacker, Michaela Armstrong, a defender, Paige Moniz is an attacker and defender, Ashley Sardon is a midi, Andrea Mertland is a midi. Paige Palermo is an attacker. And then positionally free is Ella Conyers. No exact position for that player, so she will be playing wherever she is needed all around there. Now going to your starters for the Illinois Wesleyan Titans. Starting off in the attacker, Maddie Gibson. Then you have Carly Baez, the midi. Then you have Annalise DiGiovanni as an attacker/midi. Then Sophie Shore, the defender/midi. Sarah Reapy, which the defender/midi. Sadie Newton, the midi. Priscilla Tucker, the defender. Mia Fiandaka, the midfielder. Avery Setzler, the attacker/midfielder. Lizzie Ramirsek, the goalkeeper, the senior as well there, not graduating today, but the final game at home, barring any postseason action for Ramirsek, so last regular season game for her. Then Mallory Mills on defense, and finally Cassie Fishman on defense. And would you look at that? Going through both of the rosters, we conclude, and it looks like both of these teams are ready to get underway as the face-off set to drop, and we are underway here at Tucci Stadium. And possession will be given to Elmhurst off that face-off. Working down the far side is Gracie Eastman. Eastman still finding a lane and driving in near the goalkeeper. Looks for a pass and will just wrap around the net here. Fakes the pass and heads back. And passes that back up. Working on the defender number 24 for Wesleyan, Mallory Mills, and she's able to get the ball dislodged. It's going to have to be regathered there by MC Brown, who passes it over. Now it's Sardon with it. And Sardon will just work it on the far side, driving to the center, finds a lane, can't get the shot away, and will just work back, passes it back over to Salmon. Works in the middle, a bounce shot. She quickly worked her way to the slot there, and a quick shot, however, better saved by Ramirsek. But the Blue Jays are able to regroup. Still looking for an open lane. Can't find a good one. Trying to work in on the defense, and now coming around is Sardon, excuse me. That one a little bit too wide, and Wesleyan forecheck able to pick it up. The referee was in the way, and Fiandaca is blazing down the side. There's one with her. It's Setzler. Setzler wide open in front of the net. Gets pushed off, but Fiandaca still works her way in. Almost had a shot opportunity, but unfortunately Fiandaca is surrounded by blue jerseys. But a penalty will be called, a free position shot for Fiandaca, and that's the last person on the Titans you want to allow a free position shot. Fire, scores! Mia Fiandaca able to work her way through on the free position shot, makes it a 1-0 game for the Titans.
Goal by number 17, Mia Fiandaca.
And just what a job there by Fiandaca. She's able to work her way through multiple Blue Jays in the offensive zone. They all collide into each other. The only person to come away with it was Fiandaca, and she works her way in the offensive zone, gets the free position shot, and makes no mistake, high and down, underneath, anywhere the goalkeeper could save. That's a good goal for Fiandaca. Again, it is 1-0 in favor of the Titans. This face-off at center field. Won by the Blue Jays as they take it into the offensive zone. Working on the near side. Still trying to find her way around is Salmon. Send it over to Sardon, and it gets knocked out, but she's able to regather. Sardon fakes a shot, passes it over to Salmon. Salmon working it on the outside now. Tries to drive on Fiandaca, but can't get past. Yep, and it's knocked out, and Fiandaca, once again, another break. And she's got a few with her. That pass over to Baez, excuse me. Unable to corral it, but eventually got it. Now it's over to Setzler. Setzler works it behind the net. DiGiovanni with it now, over to the side, able to regather it, tries to get the shot away, but it's caught up in the glove of the goalkeeper. And Salmon, oh my, excuse me, Eastman has been number one this whole time. Salmon is your goalkeeper. That is my apologies. But now Salmon's going to have to make a big save. Driving through, Fiandaca scores with the silky mitts in tight. And Mia Fiandaca has 2 in the first 3 minutes.
Goal by number 12, Sophie Shore.
Hold the phone. Was that not Fiandaca? Fiandaca in the area, but no. The silky mitts, that one is on Sophie Shore as she gets the second goal for the Titans. Fiandaca was in the area, but no, that goal, the silky mitts able to get it past Salmon, is in fact Shore. So Shore and Fiandaca both of the goals so far, and it's 2-0. 3 minutes in. Almost able to corral it. Still fighting for it. It pops up and rushing for it. There we are. It's Newton. Newton sends it over. Making a move is DiGiovanni. Excuse me, that's Gibson. Gibson fired it, and a better save there by Salmon. Just slowly making her way over, looking for an open opportunity, but the man-on-man for the Titans, too much to handle. A long stretch pass able to be found. Another one, that one a bit too high. And that one goes out of bounds on the Blue Jays. Gathering it is Shore. And now Shore takes it out herself. Sends it all the way over, and it's gathered. Sent over on the far side, and the Titans work their way into the offensive zone. It's Newton with it. Newton drives to the center and sends it over to Reapy on the near side. Reapy cuts back, sends it to the middle, but a good defensive play by Elmhurst. Oh, no. That's going to be called being interfered with, and there's going to be another free position shot to Fiandaca. Again, the last person you want to give that to on this Titans team gets another free position. That one, nice back pressure from the defense. That's number 12, Michaela Armstrong, with the great slash back as she was attempting that shot, not allowing anything for a great opportunity for Mia Fiandaca. And still ready for play to resume here. And it is. Eastman sends it back, but lost it was Mertland. Still being fought for. It's gathered by the Titans, and they work it back into the offensive zone, but there is a call on the play. Possession will remain with Wesleyan. Still waiting for play to resume. And we are resumed as DiGiovanni sends it over to Setzler. And she sends it back to Baez, then over to Gibson. Gibson still looking for a lane. Sends it over. It was a possible slot opportunity. Works her way around and scores! What a goal by number 18, Avery Setzler. Able to sneak it by the feet of Salmon.
Goal by number 18, Avery Setzler.
And Setzler gets the third of the game for the Titans. And a strong effort to start off this game. 5 minutes in, 3-0 in favor of the Titans. Your goal scorers, Mia Fiandaca, Avery Setzler, and Sophie Shore. And you'll love to see those goal scoring get spread around the team, as the depth, a huge factor for the Titans, both men's and women's teams, as that face-off is ruled in favor of the Titans, and they work it into the offensive zone. Set into the slot. Great pass and a better shot. Finds the back of the net. Carly Baez shoots it right past Salmon, and that's 4 goals for the Titans.
Goal by number 5, Carly Baez.
And Baez putting her team up by another one. We'll check the replay here. What a pass by Gibson into the slot, and just a quick shot off the catch. Catch and release. Thank you for coming, Carly Baez. And that's going to cause a timeout by the Elmhurst Blue Jays. Going down by 4 just 5 minutes into the game. Not a great start for your team. Despite what the ticker may say it is the first period of this game. And again, these two teams there is a clear difference so far in the amount of pressure being put on in the offensive zone. You can see it when the Wesleyan attack, especially with that last goal, that she was wide open in the slot. She did have a defender on her, but if you're that open in the slot, there's got to be at least a few Blue Jay jerseys in the area trying to whack at the stick or prevent the shot or something. Just too clean of a look, too far in the slot there. And when you allow any player to get that clean of a look that close to the slot, I don't care who it is, I could put it in from that distance. So, defense likely needing to shore up if the Blue Jays want to get back in this game. We'll see what they can manage as the face-off taken and won, not cleanly by either side, taken by the Titans, and now Newton works it on the near side, sends it up to Baez, and that over to Setzler. Back to DiGiovanni behind the net. Works it around and still finding another slot. Turnaround shot, and that one blocked. And eventually goes to the goalkeeper, Salmon, and she works it out to Eastman. Eastman driving through center. Has a few teammates with her, but she's just working through. Walks right past a defender, and that shot broken up before it could get anywhere. It's behind the goalkeeper, and she's able to stop any more forward momentum on that and get the Titans back into it. And a quick long-range pass gets the Titans right back into the midfield and into the offensive zone. It's DiGiovanni with it now. Works it back, and they double back. Sends it over to the slot. That was a good drive attempt by what appeared to be Newton. And a good save near the boundary by Baez. Working around is DiGiovanni in the slot, getting caught a few times in an interference call near the goal line. That might be a free position shot. It will be for Grace DiGiovanni. Or, excuse me, Annalise DiGiovanni. Getting my names confused. Let go, works on the few defenders and scores! Goes over the goalkeeper there and is just able to sneak it by, and that's 5 for the Titans in just 7 minutes, just under 7 minutes into this game. And again, you allow that free position shot, and we can see on the replay here, DiGiovanni just runs to it, faces the pressure, but able to escape the back pressure from number 15. That's Mertland, and is able to just go under the stick of Mertland and is able to go up top after that, fire it over the goalie Salmon, get this 5th goal for Illinois Wesleyan just about 6.5 minutes into this first quarter. And the face-off at center. And face-off. Taken by Fiandaca. Cuts back, looks for an opening, and sends it over. Working her way through is Newton. Newton with a lane. Newton working through, and there's going to be a call against the rush there as Newton got interfered with on the way over, and it's going to be another free position shot. That is the 4th free position shot so far. Wesleyan 2 for 3 so far on it. Fires, scores! Newton gets her first of the game, and they're spreading the love around the team so far as they get 6 goals so far in this one. And just look at the replay on that free position shot. Just walks right in. Again, good, solid back pressure, but not enough as she just walks in and fires it past Salmon. And it's 6-0. And if you're the Blue Jays, you gotta start tightening up on those penalties. I mean, the Titans are now 3 for 4 on attempts with free position. That's not good math if you're the Blue Jays. 75% rate of success. So I would avoid giving them free position shots as much as possible, even allowing them to get possibly a better shot in the offensive zone, but to avoid giving a free position shot, as it just seems to be working out too well for the Titans, as that faceoff won by the Elmhurst Blue Jays, taken down by Eastman. Eastman working around, sends it back up. Cuts, still can't find her way past the Wesleyan defense, so works around. Makes a circle and just gives it off to Sardon, who works around, tries to get a shot away and can't get past the Wesleyan defender, but there is going to be a call there. And the first free position shot, or no free position shot there, but there was a restart of play there. Still trying to work their way around the circle are the Elmhurst Blue Jays. Slowly working it around. It's Sardon. Sends it back over to Moniz. And they're just another stoppage. And will this be the first free position shot? It will! So the first free position shot of the game for Elmhurst. As Ramirsek gets ready in the net. About to take it. And resumed. Eastman works in and a better save. Tried to roof it and couldn't find it past Ramirsek. What a save. The initial shot stopped. The rebound unable to find its way anywhere. And, that long pass just unable to corral it is Reapy, but eventually finding it, sends it up to Newton on the near side. Newton sends it up to Setzler, and they have an odd opportunity in the offensive zone. Whoa! So close to an opportunity, or a big opportunity there for number 19. That's Lily Keaton. Was open in the slot area and just couldn't find it past. Now that shot, good foot save by Salmon. Went for the bounce shot in and the foot save. Not getting it past her on that one. 6 minutes left in the first. Tight ropes the line and tries to send it up to Eastman. It gets blocked by Shore. And possession will go back to the Blue Jays. And play is resumed. Eastman taking it through center, splits a few Titan defenders and works her way in. Eastman finding her way in, and a great save by Ramirsek. Eastman couldn't believe it. Was stomping the ground in frustration, just could not believe that one was saved. And that long pass for Keaton is a little off target. She's unable to get possession, and now a battle ensues. Still fighting for it. No one has possession yet. Almost pushed out of bounds, and then a couple whacks give Illinois Wesleyan the possession, as now the Titans work it. It's Reapy right to the slot, turning around, and nothing there for Setzler, so she just sends it over to DiGiovanni. Back in the slot, Fiandaca. Out, did not miss by much. A low angle shot, now working it through, and just heads up center, drops it off to Reapy. Reapy sends it to the slot. Could be a tip play. Not sure if that was the intention, if there was a tip as it was intended as a shot on net. I don't believe so, but the attempted catch did tip it on net, and having to be heads up with Salmon, and that one goes out of bounds, and that one is on Armstrong, and she's not happy about it as the Titans work it back into the offensive zone. The ball going every which way. Neither team has possession, and finally able to work it free. A couple nice moves is Mertland as she works it into the offensive zone. Taking it herself. Works back. Sends it over to Sardon. Sardon holds. Sends it back. And now it's over on the far side. Working it through, can't get anything off, and just sends it back to the top of the point. And Sardon has it once again. Cuts around a Wesleyan defender. Still can't get past anyone, and it's sent back to, Mertland. Still driving, Mertland finding a lane and just can't get past the Illinois Wesleyan defense. It's in the slot, it's free, it's open, it's still being fought for, and finally able to pick it up was Mallory Mills. Just drops it off to her goalkeeper, and the Titans are back on the attack. Back on the attack. That's a pretty good rhyming scheme. I'm going to say alliteration. That's not how alliteration works, but oh well, back to the game as Fiandaka setting it up for the Titans. Gibson works it to the slot, working around, goes for a shot, can't get it off, so it just ends up behind the net. Trying to work her way in, a fancy little shot there, attempted to get the bottom right corner and was unable to really pick it up. Might have stepped into the crease, which would have been the reason for the stoppage of play. Still working it on the far side and gets pushed out of bounds. And Michaela Armstrong will give up possession. No. Elmhurst will continue possession. Gracie Eastman takes it herself. Up the near side. Created some space. Under 2 minutes remaining in this period. Working around, looking for an open lane, sends it over to... Oh, a nice move there by Sardon, sending it back over. Eastman with it. It was a nice play to show the back to the defender, really try and get a cross-checking call. Didn't get it, but still, good positioning there by Sardon. Still looking for an opening, and Sardon finds it. The pass a little bit off. It's going to be taken away by the Titans. Mills still fighting Sardon for it. Eastman came in to help, and it's still going every which way. Neither side can cleanly get it. Finally, Eastman able to pick it up for the Blue Jays, but a stoppage of play is called. Not sure the call on the play yet, but the Blue Jays will keep possession in the offensive zone. Still waiting for play to be resumed. And again, finally having this push from the Blue Jays as they have been utterly just owned in offensive zone time in particular, as the Titans have gotten the vast majority of chances, up 6-0, not surprising. And this could be the turning point. We'll see if Elmhurst can finally get something going on this side. That'll be huge for them. The clock is running, though I do believe play is still stopped, so it might just be trying to fix something with the clock here. It seems like the most likely culprit here as time once again resumes and is stopped once again. And Eastman is starting to wonder what's going on as well. Neither side fully understanding what's going on, and you can absolutely put me in that group. I am not sure what's going on with the clock or the play here. The two lines the two referees on the 20-yard line conversing. Again, likely a clock issue, but we're not sure yet. And a start the game chant has started out from the audience here at Tucci Stadium. And the referees still conversing, now going to the scorer's table. Again, not necessarily certain what the main issue is, but we will stand by until it is fixed. Again, just just about 2 minutes left in this first period. Again, we do still have 3 more periods after this as well, so plenty of game left. However, it will not be resumed until the issue is fixed, and I don't think any of the players understand what's going on either. And play finally resumed. Now working it on the 20-yard line. Still fighting for possession. Finally taken. Driving in but loses possession. That was Hannah Jacob, almost able to work it in herself. And she gathers the rebound, sends it over, but it's lost. Regathered, and now Moniz sends it up to Eastman. Eastman working on 2 Titan defenders. Sends it back over, trying to drive through the defenders. Sardon almost was able to get a shot away, but it's knocked out of the stick. However, it is going to be a free position shot for the Blue Jays. It's going to be their second of the game. Can they finally break open this goose egg? They've laid on the scoreboard. No! Unable to get a clean shot away is Sardon, and it remains a goose egg for the Blue Jays, and after a couple whacks, possession is going to be given back to the Titans. Just sends it back to Ramirsek, long range pass over to Fiandaka. And Fiandaka sends it up the middle. She drives it herself. Looking towards a nice shot and just sends it over the goalie. It's number 19, Lily Keaton. And we'll look at the replay here. Fiandaka doing the grunt work, getting it into the zone, and just a wide open next to the net is Keaton, and she just tippy-toes it over the goalie. Sends it behind it. It's a wide open net, and it's 7-0. And this is not the position you want to be in if you're the Blue Jays. Just 1 period in, 30 seconds left in this one, and down 7-0. Now, this isn't unheard of. We did, again, just recently, these Titans went down 9-3 in the first half to Carthage. So it isn't unheard of. However, 7-0. While the first isn't done, is a big hole. We'll see if the Blue Jays can climb out of it. And as play is resumed, and possession given back to the Blue Jays. Crowd not happy about that call, but with 18 seconds left, we'll see if the Blue Jays can make anything out of it. sends it over, and now working through the center, finding a lane. She's got room, is Mertland. Firing, and that one wide. Too many defenders in the area, couldn't get a clean shot away. It's going to be the last shot of the first period. Your score is 7-0 in favor of the Illinois Wesleyan Titans over the Elmhurst Blue Jays. We'll be right back after this short message for the second period of Illinois Wesleyan Lacrosse.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
And we are back here at Tucci Stadium for the second period of Illinois Wesleyan Women's Lacrosse. Just 20 seconds away from the second period. And in this one, it's been a one-sided affair. 7-0 in favor of the Titans. They have had the vast majority of offensive zone time, shots on nets, free position shots, you name it. The Titans probably lead it in this game. It's hard to find many positives when you're laying a goose egg on the scoreboard for the Blue Jays. So they're going to want to hop to this offense pretty quickly. They're going to want to really get that first goal, break open that goose egg, and really get into this game, because if they can't just keep letting the Titans build their lead, or it's going to be unable to come back from. Fighting for it now is whacked was Fiandaka, but able to get it to a partner still, or a teammate, excuse me. Now working it back is Mills, still looking for an opening, and just sends it up to the wide open Tucker. And Priscilla Tucker works it through the middle. Cuts around a defender and sends it over. It's Gibson right to the slot. Fiandaka, what a shot. Better save with the knee by Salmon. Finally winning it out of the zone is number 16 for the Blue Jays. That was Palermo. And Palermo just sent it over to Salmon, who then sends it over to Armstrong. And Armstrong works around Fiandaka to try to get out of the zone, just falls over. Not sure. I'm not sure if the call there was a slash or something, because Fiandaka didn't even touch her. She just straight up fell. Not sure about that call, but hey, I'm not the one on the field. We'll see, as Eastman now works down right through center, works it on the near side, and good defense by the Titans to prevent a chance. Now working in his Sardon, tries to cut away from another defender and can't even get the pass away, but that's going to be a call. And I don't think a single play can happen in this game without something being called. These referees just cannot put their whistles away. They really got to make it about them. One by Sardon, working around. And still working it behind the net. It's Malik still with it behind the net. Sends it over to Jacob. It's both behind the net. Can't find any openings. And another call will continue this game's fun streak of not letting the game go on. A free position shot to the Blue Jays. Will they finally break open their goose egg as Eastman has a free position shot? It's let go. Eastman fires. Save by saved by Ramirsek. What a good save. And that one just kept out, and it still can't find it. Finally, the Blue Jays pick it up, and Eastman works around the top of the circle. Still looking is Palermo now. And another call! You thought we could go 30 seconds without something being called? Well, buddy, you're wrong. Let me tell you. Another free position opportunity, and finally able to convert is Gracie Eastman. Only took about 2 free position shots on 1 possession, but it doesn't matter. Finally gets it past.
Goal
And
by number 1,
Ramirsek,
Eastman.
unable to stop the multiple free position shots in a row, an undisciplined possession there by the Titans. And finally, the goose egg is broken. Eastman gets a goal, and it's 7-1 in favor of the Titans. Well, this is the hardest goal out of any to get. Breaking that goose egg, especially this late into the game, it's got to be a daunting task. And now that the first one is in, should be a little bit easier to maybe pot a few more. The face-off at center. One out and taken by Brown. Brown still looking for an opening and finds it. It's Palermo driving through the near side. Interesting quick pass there. Tried to get Eastman, but unfortunately she was too close, unexpecting the pass, and it just goes right past her. And on the cleanup, possession goes to Wesleyan. Taking it through is Tucker now. Tucker drives through a few Wesleyan defenders, just outspeeding them, and sends it over to Gibson. Gibson working it around. Reapy, and it sent it over to Setzler, who sends it over to DiGiovanni. Still working around, might be able to cut through and can't, so sends it behind. Gibson with it, looking for an open lane. Sends it near the slot. The pass doesn't connect, but able to regather it, and now the Titans regain possession. A pass to the slot, a quick turnaround by Fiandaka, and able to make the save. Huge save once again by Karina Salmon. Still with it now, looking for the opening. No one is getting open, and finally a long-range shot in the feet, and it's regathered by Shore. Reapy works it through the center, tries to work around the Elmhurst defense, can't, and that pass a little bit off target. Still fighting for it, able to get it. Bias shoots and scores! What a play by Carly Baez to get that past Salmon, and looking at that replay, able to just pick it up off the ground and fire it home. It's still being fought for. See that on the ground, no one has it, just picks it up and fires it home. Top left corner, gets knocked down after it, but who cares? It's in the net. And Baez gets her second of the game to make it 8-1 in favor of the Titans. Well, even with that, this is definitely a much, much better period for the Blue Jays. as only allowing 1 goal so far while getting one of your own. Much better numbers so far in this second. If they can keep playing like that, they still have a shot here. However, if you keep letting those face-offs get away, I'm not sure. Fiandaca now with it near the top. 20 away. Nice cutback. Shoots. Ooh, off the foot. That was a close one. Not sure if Salmon even realized that she had saved that initially, but a great foot save either way. And Salmon still looking for an opening. Cannot find it. Finally lets it go. Taken by Eastman. There's 2 defenders on her. Trying to cut away. Almost drops it, and that's going to get regathered by the Titans. However, that did go out of bounds on Tucker, so gathering it once again is Eastman. Eastman tries to drive on through, but it's going to be interference on the Titans, and they'll get another shot at it. Eastman to start with it. Works around and sends it over on the far side. And it gets popped out. Good defensive play. Able to send it over. No! Reapy made the good defensive play, but the pass too short and it's stolen. But stolen once again now. Fiandaca, and there's a call. In favor of the Blue Jays, and they'll take possession near the top of the zone. Send it over to Mertland. Mertland at the top. Send it over on the far side. Now behind the net. Still working on it. It's sent over to Eastland. Working around. It was, oh, what a save! I think that might have hit the post. Hard to see from up here, but either way, good shot opportunity. Can't make its way by Ramirsek, and the Titans go the other way. That passed a little bit off, but able to gather it for the Titans. And now working in. Oh, a great cutback, but was unable to keep her feet upright. And she's sent down. Play still going. Send it over to Baez. As Tucker heads back to mid. Still working it is DiGiovanni. Sent up. Baez tries to cut through. Can't find an opening. And now it's Setzler with it to the slot. Fiandaca tried to get a shot away. And there's going to be a penalty on that attempt. And it looks like Fiandaca is going to get another 3-position shot opportunity. 1 for 2 so far in this game for Fiandaca. The Titans 3 for 4 in total. Fires it. Scores! Mia Fiandaca gets her second 3-position shot goal of the game. She's 2 for 3. Look at the replay here. Seeing where her opponents are and just works her way in onto the left side. Fires it past Salmon. And it's a 9-1 game. Still trying to get back, as needing to grab a ball or the referees. And they head back to center. We're about halfway through this second period. 9-1 your score in favor of the Illinois Wesleyan Titans. And the face-off to resume. And the face-off will eventually be taken at center. And the face-off won cleanly by Newton, and she takes it on the far side. That's sent over to DiGiovanni, sends it to the slot. Great positional pass there. Tried to get it Gibson, and she couldn't get it over the Elmhurst defense. Possession goes to Wesleyan, but there's another stoppage. Oh, there's going to be another free position shot. We'll see. So far, Illinois Wesleyan is 4 for 5 on these free position shots. Working in, fires, and that one is deflected. And they are now 4 for 6, solid 66% on free position shot opportunities. And so you like to hear, you like to actually cash in those opportunities. You love to see that, as Reapy still trying to work it past the defender. Can't gather it. Finally is able to, and Reapy just sends it over to Gibson. Gibson reverses. Tries to cut to the middle, has a shot lane, and that one, good save by Salmon. It's regathered and tried to send up, and sure enough, it's sent directly to Salmon. That's a great pass by Ella Conyers. And the ball now trickling through center, still fighting for it. No one has it. Finally, it's gathered. It's picked up, and finally Sardon able to take it into the offensive zone. Nice cutback against Shore. She's got 2 defenders in front of her, tries to just walk around one, but after a couple moves, a little gassed, and gives the possession to Eastman. Eastman with it now. Working around, has a lane, fires, scores! 5-hole on Ramirsek. Just sends it right between the wickets. And it's 9-2 as Eastman gets her second. And that's the first free-range goal for the Blue Jays today. Their only other goal was a free position shot, also by Eastman. 5:46 left in this first half. As they walk to center. The face-off. And again, both teams are actually tied in this period. After the Titans took a 7-0 lead, both teams with 2 goals so far in this one. So much stronger effort in this second period by the Blue Jays. However, possession still dominated by the Titans. As sure enough, Newton works it on the far side, passes it over to DiGiovanni. Gibson's in the slot, but elects to just send it behind the net. Looking for an opening, can't find it. Cutting back, and now Setzler sends it up. It's Baez, now Gibson with it. Working in the slot, has an open shot. DiGiovanni, nice block, save by the goalkeeper there, Salmon. DiGiovanni works in again. It's loose in the slot, and there's a call again. Is this going to be another free position shot? It will. DiGiovanni, with her second attempt, scored her first. 66% on free position shots so far today. DiGiovanni works it in, falls over. And the flag will be, or no. A replay on that. We'll see on this free position shot attempt. Just works forward. Good defense, and yikes. That's unfortunate. Michaela Armstrong just cross-checks DiGiovanni and cross-checks her directly into Andrea Mertland, who just falls on top of her. They'll get another free position shot opportunity. DiGiovanni with it. Goes through, fires, scores! 2 for 2 is Annalise DiGiovanni, and it's 10-2. And what a goal there by DiGiovanni after getting absolutely just fought off. in the first opportunity. I mean, cross-checked and landed on the first attempt. You got to be a little beaten up after that. Takes the second attempt, and no matter for her, just walks through a couple defenders that were closing in on the sides and just able to sneak it past the outstretched stick of Karina Salmon. And it's 10-2 in this game. And this is the kind of game you want to have if you are Illinois Wesleyan. I mean, really, after a up and down year so far, to end your, especially on senior day, to be able to really come out with a dominant performance like this is big for Wesleyan. And that possession given to the Titans, they send it up. It's Fiandaka now cutting through the middle. Working on the Wesleyan defender, that's Brown, and sends it over to Baez. It's DiGiovanni with it again to Gibson. Fire, scores! What a pass! What a shot! What a goal! And it's Maddie Gibson who puts them up 11-2. Let's look at the replay on that. What a pass! And just good passing here all around from the Titans, but DiGiovanni sees Gibson, the cutback, just sends it right on the tape. And the small detail you'll have to notice about that one is how high DiGiovanni has that pass. You can initially say, oh, well, I don't know, it's harder to catch that way. But when you pass it that high, when she goes to grab it, it's already in a shooting position. So you don't need to grab it and then go into your shooting position. It's already in shooting position. And when you have a cross into the slot pass like that and you can get a shot away instantly because it's already in your shooting position, 90 times out of 90, or 99 times out of 100, that's going to be a goal. Unless there is a crazy save. So good opportunities there. An attempted drive near the crease was Hannah Jacob for the Blue Jays, but unable to get it across. That pass wobbled wide, but regathered by Baez, and now Tucker takes it. Tries to fight off, but a good forechecking play there by Michaela Armstrong. All for naught, however, as regathering it is the Titans, and now working it back into the offensive zone. DiGiovanni on the far side. And just send it back to Gibson. The two who just connected on a goal. Still working on it. Sends it to... Oh, what a goal! Oh, the trickery on full display. Fiandaka was driving the slot. That's the person you always got to look out for on this Titan team. And it was a fake as Baez gets it right on the right corner of the slot. You see right there, Fiandaka. Nope, the pass is to Baez. She gets pushed over while she shoots, and if anything, that might have been a bit of a bonus. Get a little extra power and movement to that shot. Able to send it high over Salmon. And it is 12-2.
Goal by number 5, Carly Baez.
And yeah, Carly Baez on the goal there. Give her some credit. That's her second of the game. Or excuse me, that should be her third of the game. But just great passing all around for those last few goals for Illinois Wesleyan. And yeah, Baez, that is the hat trick goal. And a couple big performances already as we're not even through the first half. It is 12-2. At this rate, both the men's and women's teams might score 26 today. And those who were watching our game earlier with the men's 26 goal win over Carroll, thank you for joining us for this one as well. This game a little slower to start off, but the offensive firepower is still the same for the Titans in each game. And DiGiovanni has it on the far side, but waiting for play to resume. And play is resumed. DiGiovanni sends it over. Tried the quick twitchy shift up, but unfortunately a little bit too shifty as Reapy initially lost it, but now past the slot, has an opening, looking for it, but Newton can't get a good shot away. Newton just sends it back to Gibson. In the slot! Oh, how did that not go in? DiGiovanni right in the slot, just had to tap it in and somehow stays out. It's sent over. Gathering, out was Reapy, but no, now it's gathered out by the Blue Jays as they head out of the defensive zone. Still working it, able to turn the corner around Setzler, who almost stepped off sides. And another stoppage in play. Still trying to work out this stoppage of play. Play finally resumed. No, that was just a pass from one to the other. Not sure what the holdup is, but play still to be resumed whenever they... There we go. Play is restarted, facing a few blocks, able to cut around all the defenders. A nice backhand shot goes wide, and the Titans are the closest to it. Reapy sends it up to Tucker. Tucker driving on the far side. Cuts back and can't get a good pass away, but fighting through it. And apparently, Tucker was just doing too good of a job at getting the ball back, and that's going to be called. And another stoppage of play because there hasn't been enough of those yet. A penalty assessed. And Tucker will be taking a knee. The Titans will be down one. And with 1:42 left, the Blue Jays have an opportunity to get another one on the board here. Working it around, sends it back over. Brown works it over to Claudio, who sends it back to Eastman. Eastman, nice cutback, working into the slot, fires, and that one a bit off, and apparently the shove a little too hard on Eastman there, and it seems another free position shot will be had. Eastman. Play is resumed. Fires it. Better save. And covers up the rebound. And just sends it up shore with it now on the far side. Still working it on the far side is Shore. Looking for an opening. Fires it. It's a wide open in the slot. That one bounced off of the defender. And tries to get it out. And apparently having the stick whacked out of your hand is enough to go down for Salmon. And it's set to continue. A nice turnaround, but lost it, and it's regathered by Armstrong. Armstrong still working it around to get out of the defensive zone. Passes it up. Nice reception by Eastman. Eastman still trying to work it through into the offensive zone, and does in fact. Just 18 seconds left in the first half here. Cutting back. Eastman trying to find a lane. Can't find it. 12 seconds left. It gets knocked out of the hands, and Sardon fighting with it. and able to come up with his Fiandaka. 5 seconds left. She's not going to be able to get a shot away, and that goes just wide of Gibson. That's it. That's it for the first half. Your score, 12 for the Illinois Wesleyan University Titans, 12. The Elmhurst Blue Jays, 2. We'll be back in just a few moments for the second half of Illinois Wesleyan women's lacrosse.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And. Here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program, double major, and play a sport, do an internship, and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
And welcome back. We are back on Tucci Stadium. The field ready here. And center, the face-off about to be underway. Your score in this game so far in the first half, 12 for the Illinois Wesleyan Titans and 2 for the Elmhurst Blue Jays. Dominant possession was the story of the first half for the Titans. They were able to dominate possession in particular, getting them a lot more shot attempts. However, the other story of the first half, as you can see right there, lots and lots and lots of calls. So be prepared to hear a few more whistles today as Newton takes a knee. And play still to be resumed. Again, this is what I was just saying, a little bit of lots of calls in this game. But we'll see again, possession. I was saying it earlier, possession. The main thing Wesleyan did amazingly well in the first. They held possession. They were able to keep possession, keep it into the offensive zone, or at least keep possession of it in the neutral zone, keep it away from the Blue Jays. The attempts that they've had, they've actually done quite well on. Specifically, number 1, Gracie Eastman, been very good on some of her attempts. But that's been one of the few bright spots. She has both goals for the Titans, and it's taken away by Fiandaca. It's a 2-on-1. Fired, and that one scores by Mia Fiandaca. Couldn't even tell if it went in right away. It was that fast of a shot. It was just in and out within a few seconds. Excuse me, a few milliseconds. It was just in and leaking out. I thought it hit off the post for a second, but nope. Line drive right through the legs of Salmon, and Mia Fiandaca has another. That is Mia Fiandaca's 31st goal of the season. What a season she has had this year. She gets the Hattie with that one. Both Fiandaca and Baez both with hat tricks in this game. And DiGiovanni with 2 goals as well. Your 1-goalers are Maddie Gibson, Sophie Shore, Sadie Newton, excuse me. Avery Setzler, and Lily Keaton. Well, now they take it back in. Wow, oh! That was a close one. I thought that was in the back of the net. And while I was looking for that name in my sheets for a second, the Titans get another offensive chance. And again, that's what we're talking about. Dominating possession, even when the Blue Jays are able to grab possession, it just so quickly is able to be regained by the Titans, such as right now. They had possession going into the neutral zone and just able to work it off. And that one almost able to keep it in, and there's another call made. Possession to the Titans. Play still to be resumed. And we're back. That one's sent back to Tucker, and Tucker facing harsh pressure from Sardon, but able to get the pass away. That one a little bit off for Gibson, so regathering for the Blue Jays now is number 4. That's Grace Lorkowicz up the near side and almost gets pushed out of bounds, able to cut the tightrope line, and was looking on the other side of the slot for the pass, but there was about 5 different Titan defenders within. That would be a pretty hard pass to get across. Now, making a cut move and getting around Sophie. Oh, she was getting around Sophie Shore. It's Mertland with that drive, and now taking it behind the net, driving on the forward, fires it, and that one very wide by Lorkowicz. And it's going to be regathered behind the net. Sent over. And Mertland has it again. Mertland. Eastland with it now. Tries to cut around the defender. Can't get a good angle. Works around. Sends it up. And that one lost. And regathered by... And no, still working it around the zone is the Blue Jays. That pass for Sardon a little wide and able to be regathered by the Titans. And Reapy able to avoid any back pressure and just send it up. And that one just taken out of the play is Sophie Shore. And possession back to the Titans. That's going to be a penalty on Michaela Armstrong. And one of their defenders is out of the play. And that's definitely a big piece as one of their better defenders taking the penalty. So a huge opportunity here for the Titans to extend their lead. That pass a little bit off. But Gibson able to regather. Excuse me, that's Baez. Fired and scored! That's Gibson! And that's in the back of the net. Baez able to regather and sends it to Gibson, who's streaking through the slot, makes no mistake, and it's 14-2. Well, look at the replay. She's just streaking right through the slot, and what a good find by Baez to find her running straight through the slot, and just a quick turnaround shot after receiving that pass. Great quickness and agility there by Gibson to quickly get that shot off. Able to get it on the bottom left side of the net there and just put up her team by 12 goals. The face-off at center. And that one goes up high and it's gathered. Sent over. Baez has it. Cuts around, and that one a little bit wide, and the pass to Gibson goes off the stick and out of bounds, so regathering will be the Elmhurst Blue Jays. Just sending it back to Salmon in net. That pass closely guarded by the Wesleyan defense, but Newton able to be run around, but not out. Gone, but not out. She was way past Newton, and Newton was able to run back up on her and strip her. Unfortunately, the possession goes back to Wesleyan, and that's going to be called a push out of bounds. So, Eastman, excuse me. Eastman is going to take possession once it resumes. A nice spin, but goes right into another defender, able to work off and just fights through a few Titans defenders and sends it back to Mertland. Mertland just sends it over to Brown. Brown, nice spin move. Sends it over a wide open Mertland, and she walks directly into pressure, but there's going to be a stoppage of play, and that's going to be a free position shot for Mertland. Not... The free position shot, taking it. Mertland fires, scores! What a quick shot by Andrea Mertland. And it's 3 on the board for the Blue Jays.
Goal by number 15,
let's check this free position shot. Again, Mertland was just able to quickly laser it by. Here, we'll check that replay once again. Yeah, the celebration there. And again, finally, third goal. A goal not by Eastman. This time it's Andrea Mertland, and they cut the deficit to 11. the face-off at center. Taken, goes high in the air, and neither team able to fully gain possession. Finally, oh man, hooked pretty badly was Newton there. But possession will, in that case, be given back to the Titans. The Blue Jays are doing an interesting strategy here with two defenders right up on the play resume, so they're behind the play a little bit. Oh, send it to the slot, and wow, quick work in the offensive zone. Almost results in a goal. Just got in the offensive zone, wide open in the slot was Newton, and she couldn't get a shot away. Back in the slot now. Newton still can't get a good shot away. Fires, and that one saved by Salmon. A good save from not really distance, but nevertheless, the quick shot able to be saved, and Salmon able to keep her team in it. With not much time, just keeps it in, but unfortunately the only player around is Sarah Reapy. Reapy almost knocked out of bounds, facing hard pressure by Sardon, and it's gonna be called back to Fiandaca. Scores! What a goal, what a passing play. I want to see that replay for sure. Yeah, Reapy just able to work off some hard pressure by Sardon. Passes it back and just gets the give and go. Fiandaca, quick shot, release, bounce shot into the net. And sure enough, the 12-goal lead is restored for the Wesleyan Titans. Just 5:34 left in this first period. Or, excuse me, this third period. And it's taken. The face-off had been initially won by Elmhurst, but now taken by the Titans. Oh, what a move. Newton fires. Wow, that did not miss by much. A ridiculous solo effort by Sadie Newton to try and get a shot away. Was able to get one, but sent just wide. Now in the slot again, Reapy, turnaround shot, scores! Sarah Reapy gets in on the action, and it's 16-3. I'll just check in the replay on this one. Wow. Again, the passing of the Titans has been so strong all game, and they just keep funneling players to the slot. That quick cutback move just raises it above the netting of Salmon. And able to get that past, and a timeout will be taken by the Blue Jays, down 16-3. Well, again, anything was better than the first period for the Blue Jays. After going down 7-0 in the first, they had a lot better of a game in the second period, as they did allow for 8 goals. Or, excuse me, not 8 goals. They allowed for 5 goals in that period, but that is less than 7, and they also got 2 back in that one. So, a much better played second period. So far in the third, it's more the same. Allowed 4 goals and scored 1. So they are doing much better than the initial little bit, or the first period, but they are still going to need to make a very, very strong push if they want any hope of getting back into it. And at this point, it might be a lost cause, down by 13 with less than 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. But you know what they say, the game ain't over till it's over. And we'll see if any miraculous attempts will be had on this field here today. There has been some pretty amazing things seen by Tucci Stadium, so I wouldn't be surprised. The Face-off at center, still waiting for all players to get into position. The face-off finally getting ready. And it is taken up in the air, claimed by, wow, what a catch there by Mia Fiandaca. Just able to outreach her opponent and gather it. And now they're in the offensive zone. Newton with it near the top. Into the slot, turnaround shot, great save. Saw it the whole way was Karina Salmon. Was not letting that one get past. And it remains a 13-point lead, or a 13-goal lead. That tries to send it back and able to regather. Still fighting against Fiandaca for it, but possession will be given to the Blue Jays. No one really open, and finally a lofted pass to streaking Moniz. Oh, almost walked the line, but a few of those toes got out of bounds, and that's going to be no good. Nice double back, and there's a few defenders in the face of Reapy, but able to dump it off to Gibson. The pass too high, goes out of bounds, and possession goes back to the Blue Jays. That long pass, able to be gathered. Newton streaking in, fires. Oh, what a goal. That was not. Oh, that was off the inside of the post. That was an inch from being a nice shot, and now it's in. Making up for the off-the-post shot, Newton sends it to the center, and Chloe Hale is right there and just dumps it in.
Chloe Hale.
Again, you see that shot right there just go off the post, and then Newton able to regather it. A beautiful pass to the slot, just works her way around Salmon, fires it home. 17-3 now. The face-off at center. Still working on getting the face-off set up, and it's going. Nice win there by the Blue Jays. Clean win back. Taking it up that side is Lorkowicz. Lorkowicz doubles back, but loses it. A nice play by Fiandaca to strip it, but they're still battling for it near the boundary. And that one sent out of bounds, should be sent out of bounds by the Blue Jays, and it will be. Fiandaca will regather it for the Titans and send it over to Tucker. Tucker, stretch pass up to Newton. Newton sends it over, and a few passes, and suddenly they're in the offensive zone. That pass a bit high for Setzler, but able to regather it. Sends it over, cuts to the middle. It's DiGiovanni, fires, save by Salmon. That was a little bit of a weak shot, and therefore Salmon easily makes the save. Right place, right time. Good save for Salmon. Now, Newton with it. Sends it back to the top. Reapy into the slot, wide open. And oh man, that's a great job by Salmon getting into the face of number 18, Setzler. Setzler was wide open in the slot, and if Salmon doesn't go in there, that's almost an automatic goal. That's hard to save a shot when you get a free shot in the slot. I mean, just great awareness there by Salmon. Give credit where it's due. Still working around the boundaries. Now it's Reapy near the slot. Tries to double back, long range shot, and a better save by Salmon. Salmon has been on her game so far. However, a call on the shot. It appears we may have a free range. No free position shot, excuse me. Possession remains with the Blue Jays as they just let some time tick off the clock. Or no, never mind. Play was still not resumed. The clock going had confused me. Must just be a running clock due to the score at this point. Still working it through is Lorkowicz. Nice fake spin move, but still can't work off of Newton. Newton, yes, able to strip the ball. Now he's got to work against Eastman, but was able to get it off, and they were able to get it off to your player in time. The pass, something is being called. And with 5.5 seconds remaining, there's going to be an opportunity for the Blue Jays. Can they get a shot away in 5 seconds against this harsh defense by the Titans? And play is resumed. Gotta make it quick. Drives through and scores! With 0.3 seconds remaining, it's able to trickle through, and it's 17-4. What a solo effort by Eastman there. Holy! Eastman just able to work her way. There was so many passing options, and the Titans seem to have blocked off those options, weren't as hard pressed on Eastman herself, and she takes full advantage, working through and firing it past before time is done. Well, with just a few short minutes away from the final frame of this game, we'll be right back. We'll send it to break. When we come back, the final frame of Illinois Wesleyan's women's lacrosse.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
What is proven science? At Just Thrive, it's about best-in-class clinical research. It's about supplements that empower users to control their health. These are the elements that make up the foundation of Just Thrive. Our proven, clinically backed, proprietary probiotic removes the guesswork from supplement selection because we've done the work for you to ensure that you're getting the best product possible, empowering you to take back control of your health from a leader in the digestive, immune, and emotional health spaces.
Well, we are back here with the final frame of the Illinois Wesleyan Titans against the not Toronto Blue Jays, the Elmhurst Blue Jays, as we get ready for the final opening face-off of this game. And again, it's been a dominant performance by the Titans here today, but a few good opportunities finished off by the Blue Jays so far in this one. Specifically, Gracie Eastman has been everywhere on the field today, giving her props, and wow, what a catch by Sadie Newton off that faceoff. Just wins it straight up and jumps up, able to calmly get that on her stick. What a play by Newton. It's now gathered on the outside, sends it over to Fiandaka, who tries to cut back on the defense and still facing hard back pressure. So sends it over to Gibson. Gibson just sends it over on the opposite side. Newton works it over. It's Mills. Mills, typically a defender in the offensive zone here, faces a hard check, and that will be called. Possession to the Titans. It's Newton with it once again. Nice pass. What a give and go with Mills and Newton. If Mills could have corralled that puck, that would have been an opportune scoring chance. But alas, The Titans take it again and try and set up another shot. Send it over to the right side. It's sent back into the slot, and that's the second time within 20 seconds that 2 slot passes have been dropped with a prime shooting opportunity. Still able to work it through, and something called against the Titans, and another stoppage of play for a cross, what appears to be a cross check. No, not on Fiandaka. That will be on Maddie Gibson. So the Titans go a woman down with 13 minutes left to play in this game. Moving over, it's Jacob. Hannah Jacob loses it for a second, almost refound it, but it's still popped up. Still fighting for it now, and Hannah Jacob able to get it back. Still working around, just pops it over to the teammate Eastman, and that's sent all the way up to Brown. Brown sends it over to Mertland, and Mertland just takes the open space. And a call will give the Blue Jays a free position shot. This is a big shot opportunity for the Blue Jays. Can they... A quick pass on a free position shot. I don't think I've ever seen that. That may have been the first time I've ever seen a quick pass off of a free position shot. Doesn't go very well. And even though possession is taken by the Blue Jays, it's awarded back to the Titans as they now drive up near side. Sent all the way up to Gibson, who drives it the rest of the way on the near side. Tries to work around Conyers, and can't, so it's back to DiGiovanni in the slot. Ooh, good breakup there by Salmon. If that's missed, that's a wide 6x6 for Newton in the slot there, and there's not many players who'd miss that shot. So a great interception there by the goaltender Salmon, who has played very well for being down by 13 goals. Again, it's less of a conversation on the goalkeeper and more of a conversation on just how impressive and offensive that these Titan lacrosse teams are. Both the men and women's, both incredibly offensive. Hard to stop in the defensive zone. But they're not in the defensive zone right now. Or, excuse me, the Titans are in the defensive zone right now. That nice pass to the slot. Brown unable to get a shot away. So just a nice little loft back to Mertland. Mertland sends it back over. That one a little bit too short. And it's cut off by Reapy, who then takes it up. Long range pass over to Gibson. In and out of the stick. And able to grab the rebound is Setzler. A long-range pass, and then people are still fighting for it. Still can't get it cleanly in the glove, and finally Gibson able to pick it up. Now they get set up in the offensive zone. Gibson works it around. DiGiovanni cuts in, might have an opportunity, and sure enough does! Nearly jumps over the goalie herself in Salmon, and DiGiovanni able to get another one, putting her team up back by 14.
And Elise DiGiovanni.
And as they walk back to the center for another face-off, the clock is still rolling. 9:30 left in this one. Palermo is going to be taking a knee for the Blue Jays. And still fighting for it near the net. Almost trickled through, and Eastman back on the field now for the Blue Jays. That is a long-range pass. A little bit too far, but unable to get it is Sardon. Leaks a little bit past. Seemed that she had it for a second, and finally able to catch it in her stick. Long-range pass to Jacobs, and that one's stolen. And it's taken by Reapy. Reapy at about midfield. Cuts back, sees two defenders, and just sends it up to Fiandaka. Fiandaka sends it up to Mills. Mills, the typical defender, tries to work through and just pushes her way through and scores! Wow! What a goal by Mallory Mills! Holy! Just absolutely bodied her way through the Blue Jays defense.
Goal by number 24, Mallard.
Looking like a woman against girls there. Wow. Just absolutely pushes through, and the typical defenseman able to get a goal, and the entire team comes to give her congratulations. That is her second goal on the season. So big second goal for Mallory Mills, puts them up by 15. Just about 5.5 minutes remaining. The face-off, once rendered correct, is taken. Not won cleanly by either side, but still fighting for it. And now Eastman able to take it and just drives through solo. Wow. Almost has an angle, but unfortunately gets pushed out by Tucker. Can't drive the net, so has to go around, and we'll just send it back up to Mertland. Cutting around, there's a lane, fires, and nice stick work there by Newton to prevent a opportune scoring chance. That one sent far, up a little bit short, and still fighting for it was Setzler. Still can't get it in the glove is either team. And finally, Reapy's able to connect, sends a far pass up for number 19, that's Lily Keaton, and Keaton regains it now. Works around. Nice spin move. Looks for a shot angle and cannot find it. And there is a call on the play. It appears that Keaton is going to get a free position shot out of this. Just about 4 minutes remaining. Can they break the 20-goal mark? In they go. In. No! Good save there by Salmon. And she breaks it out, and her defense loses possession quickly. As Fiandaka able to grab possession, and she falls down. And now Newton driving around, looking for a slot. That far-range shot, a muffin on the net. Easy save there for Salmon. Continues to keep her team with a 15-goal differential. Which sounds like an insult, but I promise this goalie has played quite good this game, despite the stats on the scoreboard. Again, it's more indicative of a fantastic Wesleyan offense than any bad goalkeeping on either side. 3 minutes remaining in this game, sent back up to the Titans. I do truly wish I had offensive zone time metrics in this game, because they would be so lopsided it would be hilarious. I want to know what the possession metrics are in this game. And sure enough, or not that it's necessarily related, but I'm assuming Blue Jays take a timeout. Either way, both teams will regroup before the final 2 minutes and 54 seconds in this game. And we'll have one last meeting before the game will conclude. The Titans getting hyped up. Chloe Hale in the center of the circle, and now the coach talking to them. Meanwhile, on the Blue Jays, also having their meeting with their coach. We'll see. Again, with just 3 minutes remaining, a comeback at this point off the table for the Blue Jays. Playing for pride now. And with how good they've been in these later periods, I absolutely think they could hold this current score, if not make it 19-5. You know, play for pride at this point. As the Blue Jays have shown a valiant effort here today, especially from number 1 and number 0. Gracie Eastman on the attack and Karina Salmon in net. Both have shown some pretty bright spots here today despite the score. So, give credit where it is due. But this, what will likely be the final face-off of the game. Holding my tongue. No goal was scored. No face-off will be had. Possession is with the Titans. It's sent back up. And now just sent through center. And working their way through with Setzler. Setzler just pops it up to Fiandaca. And Fiandaca working on the Blue Jay defense. Cuts into the slot. Fire. Scores! Fiandaca gets another one! And the 20-goal plateau has been broken. None other than Mia Fiandaca. Wow. Truly a great goal there by Fiandaca. That is her 33rd goal of the season. What a season by Fiandaca here today. Or not today. What a season by Fiandaca this year. Just incredible. We'll get exactly what they're looking like, but yes, that is her 5th goal on the day. So Fiandaca, a major contributor for this Wesleyan team. Eastman trying to get a 5th one on the board. It'd be her 4th of the day if she could. And Mills just knocked off the ball on defense. And that might be a little bit of a weak call. She just got knocked down. Not sure what the penalty was there, but won't matter as Setzler sends it up a bit short. And able to get to it first was Grace Lorkowicz. Still being fought off to get out of the zone, and finally a stretch pass by Salmon, and it's out of bounds, regathered by the Titans. With just 50 seconds left, if any more scoring possessions will be had, it will be started right here as Reapy works in on the zone. Taking it now is Fishman. Fishman sends it up. Gibson has it. Gibson surveys. Fakes a pass and still looks. Finally passes it to the slot. Fiandaca shot again off of the stick of Salmon. And that's another save. Play is resumed right in the slot and a little bit too high. That one's sent over. Still getting possessions. Gibson fires that one just wide. 10 seconds remaining. If there's going to be another goal, they're going to have to set it up right now. Fired into the side, and they're just going to keep it out. Finally there. It would have been a goal, but time has expired. It won't matter. Your final score, 20-4 in favor of the Illinois Wesleyan Titans. What a game from here today. Both men's and women's team able to put up a 20-burger on the scoreboard today. So just lots of offense for the Titans here today at Tucci Stadium. What a game, what a battle. And Wesleyan winning both games today at their home stadium. Gotta feel good. And Wesleyan. And again, what a game. What plays here by the Titans. And that should do it. We may have an interview later, so we will we will keep you posted if that does happen. If that does not, thank you so much for listening here today. This has been Dylan Skeen for Illinois Wesleyan Lacrosse, both men's and women's today. And the women coming out with, once again, your final score, 20 for the Illinois Wesleyan Titans and 4 for the Elmhurst Blue Jays. Again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one if we do not have an interview. Thanks for listening once again.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
What is proven science? At Just Thrive, it's about best-in-class clinical research. It's about supplements that empower users to control their health. These are the elements that make up the foundation of Just Thrive. Our proven, clinically backed, proprietary probiotic removes the guesswork from supplement selection because we've done the work for you to ensure that you're getting the best product possible, empowering you to take back control of your health from a leader in the digestive, immune, and emotional health spaces.
Attention everyone. In today's game, Mia Fiandaca has officially rewritten the cause turnovers with 57!
Welcome back. We have an interview. We do have some interviews after this game. First interview, Mia Fiandaca, the absolute gamer of this last game. 5 goals, breaking the single-season record for turnovers caused with 57. How are you feeling after this game?
I feel great. It's senior night. I wanted that record. That was my goal all season. And I'm so glad I finally got it, especially on a home game. It's a great feeling. Especially on a senior night. Can't blame you there. Definitely big win. Coming up next is the CCIW tournament. How are you guys looking forward to that? I'm confident. You confident heading into that? Yes. I think we missed a lot of opportunities that were there last game, but it's not going to happen again, and I think we're going to change some things and go full on. Absolutely. Finally, I was also calling that game, yes, against Carthage, the last game. That was a really close game and a big comeback at the end there, fell just short. What can you do in a similar vein? Because, again, the fight you showed in that game to fight back from being down 9-3, bring it up to that close to tying it at the end is huge. Showing that resilience, how can you use that resilience and take that extra step further in the playoffs? I think just starting the game off exactly how we went into the second half, playing the full 60 minutes, not just a quarter, but also taking each quarter at a time, going full on, working together, and that's how you're going to win it. Just playing together as much as we can. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Mia, for talking with me. We'll have Avery Setzler in just a second as well. Pass it off. And here we are, Avery Setzler. How did you feel about that game?
I felt really good about the game. I mean, I was having fun the whole time. It was really cool seeing everyone come out and playing for the seniors that game. I know that in my 4 years here, senior day was always special to me, and I think now getting to experience it myself, it was pretty cool. Yeah, I would imagine it was. That game, specifically for senior night, how did that, you talked about how you liked it, but how did that impact you in previous years, as you just mentioned? I think there was just this, I mean, we always do a word of the game, and today our word of the game was for the seniors. So I think it just helps us get a little bit more motivated for the game and understanding that this is the seniors' last home game on Tucci. And I think just always coming out with that energy and knowing, you never know when it's going to be your last game on Tucci. Absolutely. Well, that's a great answer. Last thing here, this game, especially near the end, got a little bit chippy, some shoves, some pushing. That is absolutely going to increase in the playoffs. That's just always how it is. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. It gets more intense in the playoffs. How do you guys are ready to prepare for that extra physicality coming into this next week? I think from our end, making sure we cut back on the amount of cards that we get. I think during the next few practices, we need to make sure we're playing discipline and knowing that if the refs are going to call everything, we need to make sure that we are holding back, playing our Titan defense the way we know how. As far as responding to the other team, again, not dropping down to their level and making sure, again, we stay disciplined, because the more we stay disciplined, then we're going to get that ball back. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Avery. That was some great responses. Our last guest here today is Abby Kushina, the head coach for Illinois Wesleyan Women's Lacrosse. Thank you so much for joining me, Abby. How are you doing after that win?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I'm feeling really good for that senior day win, for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Big win, 20-4, definitely racking them up. How can you translate that high level of offense into these other games coming up in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think just taking this game and being confident, knowing that, we can score those goals, we've done it, and just really focusing on the next game that we have ahead, remembering how we played today, and just putting that into the next game.
A big shout out I'll mention specifically, Lizzie Ramirsek had a fantastic game in net today. Definitely had less chances faced than the opposing goalie, but still was very solid in net today. How do you lean on her heading into the playoffs?
Yeah, Lizzie is an incredible goalie. She's very quick. She's like our brick wall back there. So I think, we know our defense knows what they have to do to kind of combat the other team's attack. But then knowing that we have Lizzie back there to kind of be our last line of defense is really helpful. So just kind of putting that all together and helping Lizzie be able to make those easier saves for sure.
Absolutely. And final question, heading in to these playoffs, it's going to be a big one. If you could talk about one word, each player we've talked to had one thing in particular. Specifically, Setzler said it was discipline. If there was one word you could talk about or that really encompasses what you need to do for these playoffs, what do you think that would be?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
I think I might cheat a little bit and say putting it all together. Because I
I'll
think
count that.
Okay, cool. I think we have all the pieces that we need, and we've showcased our ability throughout the season. So I think really for this next game, putting it all together, that way we can, like Mia said, come out strong from the start, be disciplined, like Avery mentioned, be confident in our abilities, and really give a good game for the semifinal, and hope that we can keep our season alive.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Abby. That's going to do it for your post-game interviews. Thank you so much for listening here to Illinois Wesleyan Women's Lacrosse. I'm Dylan Skeen, signing off.